Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. So I want to start like decoding with you guys, so you guys can see how I kind of like get some information. So this one I want to talk about that. So spirituality is really about balance, right? So everything needs to be balanced, which means your four elements, which is fire, which is passion and inspiration, water, which is emotion, air, which is intellect, and earth, which is stability and grounding. So all that needs to be balanced, your four elements, before you can activate the fifth element, which is like the spirit, right? And the fifth element can then come in and really work with all the four elements and rearrange, and it's very, very powerful, because then that's when you start to be able to channel a flow with the Holy Spirit. So and also in spirit, in religion, or not religion, in spirituality, true spirituality is all about balance. Balance is also like yin and yang, positive and negative, light and dark, shadow and light. And the reason why I'm bringing this to your attention is because you have to realize that for something to be resurrected, it has to be balanced, right? So like yin and yang is divine feminine and divine masculine. So when we take that into consideration, everything needs to be balanced. Then, like shadow work, where we're analyzing our shadow and we're experiencing a holographic universe externally, so we can work with it, so therefore we can become better. So if you deal with religion, and religion starts off with the fall of the divine feminine, which is Eve, and their whole system is based on a patriarchal system that doesn't even acknowledge, or doesn't even respect, or doesn't even honor the divine feminine, then is religions like, let's say, Christianity fallen? And the reason why I say that is because how are you going to resurrect Christ if you don't even acknowledge divine feminine? Or are they intentionally not trying to resurrect the Christ? Because Christ would need to be resurrected with Eve. Eve needs to be resurrected because for the fall to end fall, Eve needs to be resurrected. So now when you understand that, and one of the things you should ask is, what exactly is the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit? So from my understanding, we understand the concept of as above, so below, which is basically indicating that life is like a fractal. The universe's pattern is like a fractal. Sacred geometry is like a fractal. So if we take that consideration and we look at, like, let's just say the Kabbalah tree of life, or just look at the concept of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, we would see that the original Ein Sof is Keter, right? And which is like infinite light. But then it fractals down in the lower world. It's Hokmah and Binah, which is basically divine feminine and divine masculine, right? So you could see, in a way, if we're looking at the concept as above, so below, we could see maybe like Ein Sof or is basically the original state, which is the all. And then when it splits, that's the fractal of the mother and the child, which is the Virgin Mary, and the Son. So for it to go back to the original state, the child and the mother would both have to be resurrected to the original state of the Father. So that's like how I decode, just for a quick